Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be discussing the recent revelations of Edward Snowden. We've all heard about phones can spy on us and listen to us and record us, etc. The latest one is that our smart TVs can also do the same. I'm also going to be discussing how this relates to the George Orwell book 1984, which was written in 1947, which again, he wrote about a dystopian future where we were all controlled, we were all regulated, kept in order. One of the key things that they used to do this were television screens. Again, going to go into more detail throughout the video. It seems George Orwell is almost a modern day Nostradamus if you read his book and see how things are panning out. So, okay, let's go into the video and I'll go into more detail for you. Edward Snowden is a known whistleblower / enemy of the state. 4 years ago, Edward Snowden accomplished a very significant leak, confirming that the authorities, the government, mainly US, but I would imagine this is all over, have the ability to spy on us and are spying on us. 2 years later, Samsung casually notified people that their smart TVs could actually record your living room banter. So in current times, if you're in a living room or if you're in any room, if you've got anything that connects, anything that's smart that connects to the internet, be it your phone, your iPad, your laptop, or now your smart TV, somebody can tap into you and listen to or watch whatever it is you're doing. And unfortunately, it's not something where you get a notification say, hi, we're just about to start recording what's going on in your room. You have no idea when it's happening or if it's happening. After seeing this, I did a little bit more digging myself. I found this company called T-Vision Insights. I had a look on their website, and it is in fact true. What these companies are doing, they're reaching out to advertisers and people who want to market themselves to you as best as they can. And what it's called is passive attention measurement technology. How this works is the cameras in the smart TVs or whatever it is they're watching you from can watch your interaction with the screen. So they can see if your eyes are watching, when they're watching, what it is that grabs your attention, what doesn't. This company is offering this software to obviously large companies that want to market themselves best. I'm not sure about you guys, but I'm not comfortable with that at all. I'm sure we all have curtains in our houses for a reason. It's so that, at times you want privacy. You don't want people just walking past and looking straight through your window. You draw your curtains, you want some privacy, you want to lounge around in your comfy gear or whatever it is you want to do. You close those curtains, you don't want people gawping in at you. This essentially bypasses that, uses your equipment and watches you for the purposes of marketing and kind of targeting the audience as well. But the problem with all this kind of thing, it's not that governments are going to sit there spying on every single person that's out there that wouldn't have the ability, the manpower, etc. It's going to be a minute amount of people that will get spied on. The other part which is really scary about this is the fact that anybody who can hack into these systems, that can hack into the governments or Samsung or whoever it is who has this software ability to tap into any one of us, they can also hack into this. So you don't know, anybody and everybody could be tapping into this. So it's another one is Siri. If you speak to Siri, I'll show you now. Hang on a sec. Are you telling Apple everything I say?
No comment.
Yep, that's what Siri says when you ask if Siri is doing the same also. I just think we all need to be so much more aware of this. I kind of know most people know this, but we're still carrying on with our lives and not really paying that much attention to the fact that at any point, we all have our phones right by us. Well, I do. Phone's with me all the time. It can be tapped into and listened to at any time. This company, it's out there, it's public, it's on the internet. You can read up yourself exactly what it is they're offering. I was actually shocked. I mean, I've read Edward Snowden's tweets, I've read things that he said, etc. But to literally just be able to go on the internet, find a site that's saying, yep, that's what we do, we can do this for you, it's pretty worrying, I think. It appears that Samsung is the main company which is named in all of this at the moment. So my mother's got a Samsung phone. Quite often you can be out of the room or in the hall or something, and the phone will speak up and say, sorry, I didn't hear that, what you was just saying, as though her phone is in a constant state of listening to what's going on. That's happened a few times. I've heard it and I've thought, that's weird. Somebody else I know has got a Samsung tablet. He does exactly the same thing. But I wouldn't say it's just Samsung. I would say all smart technology now is very dubious. Okay, so we've got a guy called George Orwell. He wrote a very well-known book called 1984. I think he started writing it in 1948, and he just switched the two last numbers around. It was published in 1949. What this book is about is an awful future for everybody. It talks about how the government mind controls people, rewrites history, gets rid of people who go against the government. Ultimately, one of their main uses for control is they have a telescreen. Now, this is back when televisions weren't in family homes everywhere. Televisions were relatively a new thing. He's talking about television screens that can see you, hear you. You have to live almost like a robot and to the book, otherwise they'll know about it. Now, this, like I say, this was written back in 1948, published 49. Back then, it would have been very difficult for people to comprehend such a future vision. Don't know where he got this from or how he came up with the idea, but it's really weird. More and more, okay, it didn't happen by 1984, but as we are now in 2017, we're not that far removed from it. But with technology that's listening to us all around us, we're all dependent on it. We're all, including myself, I'm using it right now to do this. We have all this technology surrounding us, and we gradually, our kind of freedoms are possibly being eroded slowly. Not quick enough that everybody just jumps up and goes, "Whoa, what are you doing?" It's just gradually we're becoming more and more dependent on technology, to the point where for us to get rid of this, we would have to kind of almost cut our right arms off, it would feel, if we had to get rid of the technology that we now depend on so much. But you can see over time. So yeah, I think his novel from then is really kind of resonating with these new things which are coming out, and we're finding out more and more. Luckily enough, we've got people like... So, like I say, I don't think the government's spying on us all. I just think that technology is definitely out there. If somebody does want to tap in, they can. Again, it's not about doing things wrong and you're worried about getting found out. It's nothing to do with that at all. It's just about us having our privacy and that being eroded. Well, it is true. It's not some made-up bit of fiction. This is actual real technology that is really there, that hackers, people who want to do wrong, or, I'm not saying the governments want to do wrong, but people who want to do wrong can tap into your life, and without you realising can have a full breakdown of everything about you. Stay informed, people. Catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.